Hello, it is Megan the trainer, registered dietitian, coming at you today for another Nourish to Flourish segment. And today I'm going to be wrapping up our metabolism series. And so today I'm going to talk about the impacts of food in our metabolism. And I kind of hit on this the last time that we used my lovely chalkboard over here. And we talked about our nutrient needs and what kind of things we need energy for to fuel, what kind of things our metabolism needs. And so we talked a little bit about this chunk here, the TEF, which stands for thermogenic effective food, which again essentially just means that it costs calories, it costs energy to break down our food, to absorb it, to ship it around where it needs to go in our body. There are a couple nuggets of truth when it comes to this, but we need to make sure that we're keeping it in context. So in some situations, there's some supplements and things that can come out where people will advertise that they're a fat-burning supplement, they're going to boost your metabolism. So they're essentially just kind of playing on this concept here of thermogenic effective food. Capsaicin is an example of that, which is the molecule that makes peppers really spicy. If you know anything about me, you know that I do not handle spice, but I digress. There have been different studies that can show that there is some impact with some of these different molecules in the impact of the TEF. Now here's the thing though, the impact, very, very small. So again, if we look at boosting and supporting your metabolism, this is not a very huge area to capitalize on. We've got other areas that we can play around with to really support our metabolism. Something that is really important when it comes to our TEF is protein. Now, sometimes what we can see as well in diet culture is that protein is superior and everything else is useless. Protein, 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 drink a shake, eat some eggs, eat some chicken, don't eat eggs, eat beans, blah. What I'm saying here is that this is important to really get enough protein in, make sure you're hitting your protein numbers, and be consistent with that. Because protein is going to be beneficial in a lot of different areas in our body, and so especially when it comes to holding your ground with that TEF chunk, we want to make sure that we're able to, again, fully nourish and support your body. So as a recap of all things metabolism, everybody has metabolism. It's not broken. We can be more efficient with the things that we do during the day, during the week, during the year to better support our metabolism. So for example, we can build some muscle. Muscle is going to be helpful with that. We can eat our protein. That's going to be helpful. We can move our body during the day, but then the other thing too that we need to keep in mind is we need to allow our body to also rest to really support that recovery too. So now that you know better, let's go out and do better so we can all be better.